Oh yes, today, welcome back again to the Thunder Record Show with Ivor Senate and Prudence. And today we got on our show, as we promised you before, Mr. Spencer. He's a artist, he's a gospel artist, he's a writer, he's a singer, composer, he's a drummer.
Jack
Name
of all
it,
trades.
Name it. He's here today.
Yes.
And he's here to give you what you're waiting on. Welcome to the show, Mr. Spencer.
Nice to have you here. So today, let me just get a quick word in here. We've been waiting and we had a couple of malfunctions with our equipment. So Mr. Spencer may have to do his vocals without the microphone. So we are happy that he still is able to do that. And we definitely welcome Spencer here. We've been waiting for this moment. We promised you guys, and now he's here. So we just want to ask him a couple of questions. You want to start, Ivor?
Yes, Mr. Spencer. First, I must say, I can remember the last show that me and you worked on that. It was wonderful. So, I forgot to ask you, you were the promoter of that show?
Yes, sir.
Man, I'm telling you, that show that Mr. Spencer put on, it was great. It was also involved artists from
New York.
New York.
A lot of artists there was from New York.
Great. So how about this? How about we start with you? You tell us a little bit about yourself, a little bit about your background, and then we jump right into that show.
This is how it is. Born and growing in Jamaica, born and growing in church. My whole family sing. My mom sing. My dad sing. My sister sing. But growing up in the church, I used to love sing and play music. But I mean, growing back up in those days, you never have nobody to encourage you along. So I didn't know I could sing. But I always try. But since I get to America, everybody started encouraging me, oh, you need to start singing. So I take it up. It worked for me, and I love it. So, I've been singing for a long time, and I just love music. I love singing music. When you sing music, just give you a hype, a special feeling. You can't get it out of nothing. Music just give you a vibe, a different spirit. So I love singing. I love music.
Okay, Ivor told me that you have a music out there.
Yes, I got a gospel album.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, so where could we find that at?
I have it, so I can get it for you.
Okay, are you working with any producers or?
No, I do my own stuff.
Okay. Just to give you a little bit of our background,
yes.
We have a label that we just started over a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
And what we try to do, because we've been on the music side of it, just like you, just
yes.
singing.
Mm-hmm.
And I recently joined the music world. I've introduced it to me, and I love it. I love singing. I love writing.
Mm-hmm.
So we decided to start a label.
That's
and
good.
what our label is basically about is trying to bring new artists on who don't have people to promote them, don't have people to get their music out there. Now, what we would do is get your music out there with ours. Now, we've introduced our audience to our website
Mm-hmm.
where they could go and learn a little bit about us. It is nothing. We're not charging anybody anything. We also have our studio set up where we do the recording.
Yeah.
We do the mixing until we get to the mastering point. So we also found someone that do the mastering for us, but we would love to share your music if you give us permission to share your music on our website. Just to promote you.
That's good.
Yes.
I always think about this. There's a lot of young artists, even right now in Baltimore, Maryland, Caribbean background, American background. They have nobody to really help them.
Right.
It's like everybody's for themselves. Nobody's seeing small artists growing up. And I even think about it before and say, man, we want like we want some people to start to think about the small artists, you know.
Yes.
A lot of these big artists, I don't care about the small artists.
That's right.
So I mean, y'all doing a good thing. I love this.
Yeah.
I'm excited about this. I
Me
love
too.
this.
Me too. And Ivan and I are really, I'm telling you, we put in so many hours, you know, and I'm sure you have too, because it takes a lot to do an album.
It takes a
You
lot
know,
of
it
time.
takes a lot. It takes a lot. And a lot of people don't realize that. They just think one day you've arrived. When you've been singing since you've been younger, you know, and
church,
it's plenty
choir, all
that's
of it coming
right.
up.
Yeah, and there's so many pirates out there too. People that steal people's music
Yes.
growing up. I'm sure, you know, I've told me plenty of stories, and I hear a lot of people, ghostwriters and things like that. But today we are so excited to be able to share your music on YouTube. We have our YouTube channel, and like I said, we're at the very beginning, and hopefully this will be a spinoff to a Jamaican radio station. I never hardly hear.
I can't wait on the radio station. I wanted to come right now. So I can't wait.
Yes, we have a lot of plans, and maybe you could be a part of that.
That's
you
good.
know,
That's good.
we have a lot of plans, and I'm really excited about this whole thing. And even so, nothing could stop us. Nothing could stop us. I was sitting here just to let you guys know he is under the weather, you know, and he didn't want me to mention that. You
That's
know,
okay.
but
We'll be all right.
yeah,
Big
but
boy,
that
big boy.
is not stopping him.
Yes.
Our system blew up on us today. That is not stopping us. Mr. Spencer, we have Mr. Spencer delayed. You know, that is not stopping us. So we are all happy to be here, to be sitting in front of you guys today, you know, sharing this. As we promised you, we have Mr. Spencer in the flesh.
That's okay. It's okay.
And Mr. Spencer, you guys don't know him, and I just met him a couple of months ago. Well, officially met him a couple of months ago, but I always welcome and embrace artists like I've known them forever, you know, because that's what we need. That's what we need, because we've been around, but nobody knows us.
That's true.
You know, and when Ivan and I started this website, this page, this YouTube channel, nobody know us.
That's true.
But we are here, and nothing is going to stop us. We're going to sit here in the dark if we have to.
That's right.
Yes, because we want to bring it to you, and we love music first.
Yes.
And then we go into the different genres of music. So when we find somebody with this beautiful accent here, sitting here talking this patois, and Ivan,
Yes,
love
man.
it.
Jamaica, man.
Jamaica in the house.
Yes, right.
Get out the road.
That's right.
Yes, that's what we love. We love culture.
Yes.
We love culture. So we're here today, and we're very excited. We're very excited. What you think about that, Iva? Send it.
I can't stop laughing. I feel so good, good, good. So good, wonderful, good.
All right. Bring it out. That's what it
Mr.
is.
Spencer, what did you decide to sing for us today?
Okay, I'm gonna do a little piece. This one of the song. What I write. I write this song a couple years ago.
Okay.
Until I just decided to start it. I'm gonna do a little piece like this. You don't have to serve the devil no more. You don't have to live in sin no more. And the cross where Jesus died, blood came streaming from his side. You don't have to serve the devil no more.
Yes!
Yes,
That was
talking
acapella.
about, man.
No music, no instruments. It's music from the heart.
Yeah,
That was a beautiful song.
and that basically said, you don't have to live in sin because Jesus died, and the Bible said when he died, the blood just came pouring from his side. So that's what it's all about,
Right,
So
that just your voice alone. That's the first time that I
yes.
heard Mr. Spencer sing, and I just sat here and it just resonated through my body.
Yes.
That's a beautiful song.
Yes.
And it's a Sunday. We're here on a Sunday.
Yes.
Yeah. So bless up, and that was awesome.
And I also must remind you that Mr. Spencer also work with our band, Multiple Choice Energy Band in Jamaica.
Yes, they do my first set. They do my music for my song.
Really?
In Jamaica. I went to Jamaica and they did it in Jamaica.
Really?
Yes.
That's a nice
Yes.
surprise. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Yes.
Oh my God. See, we're a big happy family. Didn't even realize how connected we are. We all connected one way or the other.
Yes.
And I love my band. So now it's our band.
That's
you
right.
see? And how people work together.
That's right.
And that's what we have to keep in mind. We have to constantly work together. And it doesn't matter how much time passed, when we don't see each other, we still have to keep that connection.
Yes,
keep
you're right
that
about
connection, because we never know when someone's down, we lift their spirits up and vice versa.
So, this is a question I want to ask Mr. Spencer right now. Well, Mr. Spencer, this is what I want your audience to know about the first time when you get involved into the music. Where were you?
I thought I was in church.
Here in the U.S. or Jamaica?
In Jamaica.
Okay.
In Jamaica.
And what age you what was that time?
Oh, I mean, what I can remember might be about like from 10.
Okay.
I used to do my little song. I used to got a little song. I used to love singing this little song in church, and that's all in my little song. There was songs. There was song where you say, "Are you still working on me?" You say, "He's still working on me to make me what I am to be. It took 6 days to make the moon and star, sun and the earth, Jupiter and Mars. Oh, loving and patient he must be. He's still working on me." I know that's my favorite song I used to sing in church. So that's where it started.
So that was the kid song.
His song, yeah.
So at the same time, you were sitting there and watching the choir singing, and whenever the kids start come around,
I want to sing with him. I want to sing with him. Honestly, I want to sing.
So you're just hoping for that day?
Yes, I was hoping for that day, man.
So how do you feel the first time? And have you ever been in the choir the first time somebody put the mic into your hand?
Come on. The first time somebody put a mic when we do a concert in a place in Maypen, Anglican Church Hall, we did that concert and I was a backup singer for the band. Oh, I feel so good. I feel like I'm in heaven. I feel so good. From that time, I was like in my 16, 17 growing up. Man, I feel so good. Man. I want to do it every time. I feel so bossy, man. I feel so proud. The mic and music playing, But it happened again and then, I still was singing still.
Right.
So
Still was singing.
So is there any other family member that do singing? Your mother, your father, your brother?
My sister. I got 4 sisters and 3 of them sing.
Wow.
My mom sing.
That's nice.
My dad sing. So you see my family, and I got a cousin named Derek Douglas. He's singing in Florida. He's a recording artist also. 2 cousins in Florida.
Wow.
They're recording artists.
Nice.
So he's in the family coming up.
Yes.
So I don't know where it come from in me, but he's in the family coming up. So
Nice.
yes.
So I overheard you saying that you got a grandson telling you that he can
Play drum better than me. Yes.
Play
Yes.
drums too?
Yeah, he just started to learn play drum. He's a 6-year-old.
You too? You also play instruments?
I play drum. I'm a drummer.
That's nice.
Well, don't let me play drum. I'm crazy. Crazy.
That means if your grandson telling you that at 6-year-old that he can play his drum better than
He's
you,
passionate about it.
just think, what is he thinking?
What is it? I think he's thinking something good.
Yes.
I want him to be better than me. That's a good start.
It definitely is.
I like to see one of remaining can play together. So
It'll come.
yes,
That day will come.
Yeah.
That is really good to have.
I love an instrument.
Yeah, me too. My father, I grew up, my father had keyboards, he had accordions, he had all types of instruments. We had all types of instruments. And every weekend, every single weekend, because my father is Puerto Rican, God bless him. We used to go to every weekend to my sister's house. Everybody be lined up playing music. They had live music all night.
That's good.
And all we used to do is run around and had cake. It was always somebody's birthday. But we grew up from in the music world. I mean, just love it. Now my entire family on my father's side, on my mother's side, everybody just loves singing. Everybody loves singing. And it seems like everything starts in the church.
Yes. Oh, you're right.
Yes, everything starts in the church. We just hear those sisters playing, and that's the growing up. That was the best. That was the highlight of going to church for me.
Yes.
But if you ask most of the artists today, and you check most of the artists, they are from the school. Most of the great artists are from the church.
Yes.
Sunday school.
Yes.
Sunday church, all of them. Chichi, all of them.
Yes.
Right. That's right.
I can remember when I was a child and my mother sent me to church. Then she was in the choir. I used to sit at the door, and whenever she touched the mic, man.
Oh my goodness.
Man, I mean, I sit here all the time and watch her and just imagine that one day I would be like my mother singing to everybody. And I'm telling you, one day, when we went to church, it was 4 of us, and we got there before everybody. So there was a little, one friend, another friend was there. He can play piano there. And then we were taking everything out of that piano, man. It's like everybody from a distance, because in the community where we live, the church is on a hill.
Right.
So you can stay on 5, 15, 20 miles and hear the echo from the hills. Yeah, and everybody's wondering who's at church, what's going on over there?
Nice.
And they tell her that day, when pastor comes to church, by the time you come out of his car, we have to take the hillside. And after church finished, he was always at the cleaner. So we went back to church. To clean.
And
now the cleaner sleep until that she's going to get something at the shop. Oh my God. We could see the cleaner coming up back the hill with her broom. We have to take the hillside again. You know? So, you know, my mother is a great inspiration, motivation for me.
Right.
And I had, you know, in those days cassette was played. I had a cassette with my mother.
Right.
That I was about 14-year-old. I still have that cassette until today.
That's good.
With her vocals in it. And I'm telling you, wherever she are today, I must say, Mama, I love you.
Yeah, it was good. I heard it.
Yeah.
That's right.
Music is life, man, and you see, sounds is something that you cannot live without. Because if you're locked away somewhere, you're not hearing any sounds.
Oh, crazy.
You're gonna be crazy. You know, so sometimes when you're feeling down and feeling, you know, like you're out of space, just try to reflect back to mind and neutral and take an easy ride and just click on the music. No matter what music you listen to, just click it on. It's here to calm down the mind and relax the souls.
Yeah.
You know? So, music is life.
Yes, it is. Just be careful though, because it is some music out there that you gotta be careful.
That's true. That's true.
You see,
Yeah,
there
some
are two
good.
different things, you know.
Yeah.
The word is one and the music is one.
That's right. That's right.
So when we say music, don't get us wrong.
That's true.
Words with music.
Yes, that have meaning.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, so be careful with some of the music because a lot of times, as I mentioned in one of my shows and in one of the episodes, is that when I was younger, I was about 19 years old, and I had a breakup. I had a boyfriend, and we broke up. And I was telling everyone that I used to go home and listen to slow, loving music, and it used to make me so sad. You know, because it's a time and place for certain kind of
Yes,
music.
that's true. You're
When
right.
you love somebody, you listening to music, you have that romantic night or you have that romantic date, you know, or even if you go to a concert, they're singing beautiful romantic music. But yes, and it's beautiful. But those, especially in the beginning of a relationship and throughout the relationship, that's me and Iva's song. That's me and somebody's song. And then when you break up, that same song, you can't even listen to it. You know? You know, but that's still beautiful music. And what I love about the music is that I write songs and it's for somebody out there. That song relates to somebody out there, you know, and I do my best to make sure that, because music is so therapeutic.
Yeah, it is.
So I've written songs that I probably won't even release, you know what I mean, because it released me, you know what I mean, and it released tension, and that's what writing does. You just regurgitate it, you know, and even so, as I was explaining about Iva's songs, Iva has beautiful songs. They are so beautiful, and it's like one of my favorite ones is "What a Feeling," and we have two different names for the song, you know. But that is when Iva told the story about that song, the origin of that song. It was like you wouldn't even think it came from a broken heart, you know. That song just talked about the positive in a relationship. And that's one of the things that I love about Iva's writing. You know, some people like, I took the keys from your car and I scratched up your car and I did all of this and did all of that. It's like, oh my God, why? Yeah, it's like, to me, but they put such beautiful melody on it and instruments and make it come. And you be singing, these children are singing, they have no idea what it's really doing. So you got to be careful what you put in your mind. You know what I mean? Because it resonate with your spirit. You know, so
music is a spirit.
Music
has a soul and music is a spirit.
It has a soul.
You know what
It's so
happened?
beautiful.
My 2-year-old granddaughter, she went to daycare. She used to sing a church song when she leave go to church. She can't sing. She go to daycare coming home singing rap. I said, "Oh, listen to her. She's singing the rap song good. 2-year-old. Is that hear right? I tried to sing a church song. I've probably singing a church and singing. But she singing the rap song. I said, oh my God. So you see, music is a spirit and it catching.
Yes.
That's really catching.
Yes.
Very
Yes.
catching. You're right about that.
Yes.
Oh yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Tom the Record Show with Ivor Sennett and Prudence Torres with our special guest, Mr. Spencer.
Yes.
And now we're going to talk about a little about Jamaica, about going forward. Yeah, so in Jamaica we say, Wagwan man, Wagwan man. Everything good man. Everything good.
No problem, man. No problem.
No problem.
No
We have
problem.
no problem. No matter what problem we got, we don't got no
For
problem.
those that don't know, that are not too familiar with Jamaica, you know, what are the island foods? What are the main dishes? What is something that you recommend that people, you know, try if they go to Jamaica?
I'm gonna give you some old food, not the new food. Some rundown
Which is
the coconut. You grated the coconut, Run down and susuma with saltfish and some roast breadfruit. Ah, those are the old school food. I'm not jerk chicken and curry goat and everything people eat.
Talk about some roast yam and butter.
Roast yam and butter.
And roast saltfish.
You see how they run down here. You go to the coconut and you take the coconut and cook it down. Coconut milk and cook it down and put your saltfish in it. Oh, that's nice. Run down and roast breadfruit, saltfish, roast saltfish and breadfruit and yam. Some all-time food.
The coconut and the mackerel.
Yes.
Coconut.
Right.
Use the coconut milk to cook the food down.
Yeah.
Oh, he's out of this world.
One of the sweetest thing, man, is when you cook the pot
Mm-hmm.
and all the food boil on and the soup with the mackerel that you put it to cook so you can get it fried after you cook it in the pot. I mean, the food inside the pot, you know.
Everything cooked.
Then you put the mackerel on top. So by the food don't cook, the mackerel cooks so you can take it out.
Yeah.
And
cook it up.
Cook it up with the
It's
rundown.
making me hungry.
And then and then you drink the soup.
Yeah, we used
Gosh,
to when we cook
man,
when we cook the
delicious.
food. When we cook the food, we used to take the water that cook. We call it pat soup.
Mm-hmm.
We throw the water of the food. You cook like your yam, your banana. The water is the best water that you need.
Really?
Although you see like Ivan piece, you can drink some other parts
Yes.
and hot pepper.
Yeah.
Man. Oh.
Wow.
Because everything cooked out of the food into the water, you know. We don't throw the water, we drink the water.
Yeah, and during the time like
Yes.
while
Yes.
the pot cooking,
Yeah.
we might have 2 coconut on the fire.
Roast.
Roast coconut.
The banana roast.
By the pot finish cook, scrape cocoa and
Really?
mash it up and heat it up. It's a butter.
Yeah, those things was nice, man.
Hey.
What I noticed too about a lot of people from Jamaica, their skin is real pretty.
Good food.
I think the food they eat.
Good food. We don't.
And we walk a lot.
Yeah.
We do a lot of
Yeah,
walking.
exercise.
Okay.
Land of hills. Eat good food. Drink water. Breathe fresh air.
We've been to the cool river water.
River water.
The beach water,
Beach?
so beautiful.
Name it.
The river water, so
Name
beautiful.
it.
You drink the spring water coming out from the rock, cool one,
Yeah.
no chemical.
Wow.
And rest
Mhm.
is very important.
Yes, yes.
You rest when you're in Jamaica.
Right.
You go to bed, you get a good night rest. You wake up in the morning, exercise. You go to the beach, you want to go to the beach before you go to work. Bam, you do that. Eat some good food. Back to work. Come on, man.
I think it's less stress too. In Jamaica, we
Yes.
don't stress like how we stress here.
Right.
Because if you miss a day, pay, you stress. Oh, I got the bill to pay that.
That's right.
Jamaica people don't stress that much.
Right, right,
You know, so stress have a lot to do with it too.
right.
No
Yeah.
problem, man. Belly will
Yeah,
pay,
no
man.
problem.
No
We got
problem.
a lot of problem, but it's still no problem.
Yeah. What do you say?
No problem.
We have problem, but
No,
no
still
problem.
no problem.
Everything
That's
good,
right,
man.
that's right.
Don't worry, man. Don't worry.
I know
Yeah.
that's a good vibes though. I mean, you know that's a good vibe. Think about it. We have a lot of problems in Jamaica. Think about it deep. Every time you see a guy, I say, "Wow, no problem, man."
That's
And
true.
we got some more problem. They don't even think about the problem.
Yeah, so if you even wake up and you ain't got no breakfast,
It's still no problem.
no problem, man. That means later on something will come, you know?
Gosh.
Yeah. But anyway, you know, talking about a little bit about our country right now, you know, in terms of good people and good food. Yes, Jamaican people are good people. Good island. You're talking about good vacation. Go to Jamaica. You know, it's paradise.
That's right.
You know?
That's right.
And I'm encouraged my people to visit back their homeland. Because there's a lot of people who says they're here and they're not going back home. No, come on, man. Come on. You know the beauty of Jamaica. You know the sense of Jamaica. You just think about it. If you have left there from your child and you have never been back there, you need to take a vacation there. And there are places in Jamaica, you go there,
Beautiful.
you don't want to come back.
Beautiful.
Let me ask you this though. Why do you guys think that the people come here from Jamaica, they get their, you know, their citizenships and they get their cards and they don't want to go back?
Yes, and we're saying that war and crime is everywhere. And people can live anywhere. And in Jamaica, there are beautiful places. It's not everywhere you find crime. Because if you notice where most of the crime takes places in Jamaica, it's most like
City.
in the city. Talking about in the country, You ever find crime in the country like you find it in the city?
Why is that?
Well, because the city is much more closer, more cluster, where you find
Is it
small
more
community.
employment? Is it more employment? More opportunities to do bad things? Is it like?
Yes, I would say so. I would say.
Yeah.
Most of the factories and everything in the city.
Okay.
A lot of people leave from, most of the people in this city giving church, they leave from country, go to the city, and they don't want to go back because factories there, that is there, and they turn to crime. If they was in the country where they learn to plant something and do something, they want to turn to crime.
Right.
Everybody in the country working, planting, planting this, planting that.
Right.
Yeah.
But you see, but Jamaica is a place where if you wake up this morning and you don't have breakfast, you can call to your neighbor. I can say, Mr. Spencer, I need a breadfruit off the tree. Mr. Spencer's gonna say no. I said, go pick what you want. If Mr. Spencer have some hockey, he send over some hockey. And also, you have the space where you can plant and produce your own stuff. That means if somebody needs something, you need to help somebody, you can give help.
Yes.
It's not a place where it's just concrete
Right.
and building.
Right. That was my experience. What I've learned about Jamaica is that the grounds are fertile.
You're right.
Very fertile. And my first place that I went, I didn't go as a tourist. I didn't go to all of the sites that people go to have beautiful vacations and stuff. I wanted to get in it. You know what I mean? I wanted to have that experience. And I went to Mapen and I stayed with the family, and at night, I was fearless, and they were looking at me like she was putting locks on the door, but the food was delicious. Like all we would take.
Natural stuff.
Yes, we went down the road to this lady and we got the kalaloo.
Yes.
Straight from her own backyard. We had our dinner. We walked up the block. We had some up the road. We got the chicken from the chicken. Doing all of that stuff. I was fascinated by all of that. And I loved it every morning. The children knew how to cook. We didn't have a regular conventional stove like we had here.
Oh.
The refrigerator was not, it was a regular, everything was so simple. It was so simple. And I loved it. And when I've traveled even to Africa, it humbles you. And then it makes you realize, I think everybody should experience the reality of a lot of places. Like go in, you know what I mean? And without fear. And then when I got back home, everybody was like, oh my God, you went to, I'm like, I didn't have any fear about, even if it's danger all over. It's danger right here in our own cities.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But I just absolutely loved it.
So Jamaica is nice. There's a place in Jamaica where when I see youth every day, I say, oh my God, beautiful. I don't even know my own country.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
As we eating people eating natural food. I say, oh my God. I don't even know my own country beautiful and nice it is. Honestly. Well, Jamaica is nice. I think the problem is people look at it. I think, I'm going to say, the government of the country.
Okay.
They need to do better for people. Jamaica is nice. And I'm encouraging everybody in Jamaica go back to your country one day.
Right.
They got a lot of talented people in Jamaica.
Right.
Talented people. And what I would like to see the government come together, all those people with them talent, man. Create a factory where people can make stuff and sell stuff. And we'll be alright.
Yeah, well, you see the resources there.
The resources there, we'll be alright.
So
we got the best food in the world.
Right.
Come on now. I'm in our house back home.
So, Mr. Spencer, you were mentioning about building a house back home. You have that.
I got plans. I'm doing that because I want to retire back home.
Right.
Because I want to live longer and better and stronger.
Yes. And that's what I hear a lot of people. And that's what I swear, culture is just so beautiful to me. And I always admire people's culture. A lot of people come here and they don't waste time. Jamaicans, Puerto Ricans, Mexicans, Africans, everybody come and they are on their mission. Enjoy it, but the life is longer back at home.
Yeah.
You know, so they come, and what's that you say? One cocoa fill up. What's that expression?
One cocoa full basket.
That's right. That's right. And I love that term because a lot of us over here are very wasteful, myself included. Wasteful. We waste it. We buy, we eat out, we do this, we do that. And guess what everybody else is doing? One cocoa.
One cocoa put in the
and
basket.
they're building homes.
Yes.
They're doing their thing. They're doing their living. And the air is different in Jamaica.
Yes.
Oh my God. The water, you can see your feet in the water. Oh my God. It's just a beautiful place.
Yes,
And why do so many people go there? It is a big comeback to Jamaica.
But
commercial.
I went to Jamaica last year, and they have like 2 flights a day. I think 2 flights a day from here to Montego Bay. And most of the people that go to Jamaica is tourists.
Yes.
And when I was on Southwest and I looked around, it was like a couple of black people.
Right.
All American.
Yes. It's a beautiful
2
place.
flights a day from here. 2 flights go down, 2 flights come out.
Let me ask you this, Mr. Ivor. How many people, the people, how many own businesses that are not Jamaicans? When I went, there were a lot of Chinaman, a lot of Indian,
Korean, everybody.
About, you know, a lot of people from
Different
abroad.
culture people.
Yeah. And I just love that. That's why I just love my sister is married to an African. Sudanese, you know, and my mom, Puerto Rican, and my sister, you know, my brother's wife is from the South, from South Carolina, you know.
Oh my God, cook.
Yes, yeah.
South.
You want to cook and take care of our house,
Yes,
trust me.
yes. They've been married for 20
they
years.
most like we in Jamaica. They can cook, take care of our house.
Yes. Yes, it's a beautiful thing. I mean, it's so important, especially in a time like this when we have so much pain and suffering and people just doing a lot of insensitive things and selfish things. You know, we need to know that when we finish a long day, hard day of work, that we could come home and in the comfort of our own house, receive the love, you know, from our loved ones, from our families, you know, and I don't ever want to lose that. I don't want to lose that. My father, my friends couldn't even understand my father. My father spoke, his English sounded like it was Spanish. Nobody could understand his English. You know, and I used to have spaghetti is red. You know, the sauce is red. My father used to put some Spanish season. It used to be orange. And I was like, yes, orange spaghetti. From the Sazon. You know, it was like, you know, you miss those things. Rice, everything, every night had to be rice. Whatever else we could have, you know what I mean? But it had to be the rice and beans.
That's the main.
You know, just like rice and peas. It's the same thing, you know, but I absolutely love it. And I love to see, I am so happy that they have a Park Heights, you know, where you could go to certain communities. If you have that, you miss back home. You know what I mean? You miss back home. You could go over there and hear the tongue, feel the vibes. You know what I mean? It's a good thing. We have these little communities all over that have the little Mexican community, you know. You know, so we could find it anywhere, you know, where we have that feeling inside. And I just wish, what I have not found is a real spot that a radio station that plays some reggae all day, the same way that they play the hip hop all day, you know?
The only radio station here is Morgan State, and it's most like weekend.
Right.
Morgan State Radio, and they play. It's most like weekend.
Well,
you find them.
Well, you know what we're going to tell them? We got to tell our audience that we cannot find a reggae station in Baltimore here that plays reggae all week.
All week.
I'm telling you, I'm telling you that
Do you want us to have one?
Yes.
All right. Send in your votes.
Yes, here at Turn the Record, we are coming. We are coming.
Soon and very soon.
Soon and very soon.
That's right.
We are going to have a radio station that play reggae music all day,
Yes.
all
yes.
night.
That's right.
And I
Yes.
know Mr. Spencer can't see you guys. None of us can. However, we would love Mr. Spencer to sing us another song, wouldn't we?
Okay.
Let's our stage.
Okay. When the devil said no, Jesus said yes. We're gonna travel to the mountain, Jesus and you. The Lion of Judah shall break every chain. When the devil said no, Jesus said yes. A rock in the weary land. Jesus said yes. Whenever you need a hand. Jesus said yes. When the devil said no, Jesus said yes. I want to say thank you for listening to me, and I mean you listen many more of me. This is just the beginning, it's not the end. Okay. The Lion of Judah shall make every chain. When the devil said no, Jesus said yes.
Yes.
Boom, boom, boom.